Salud mi gente, you boys coming through once again. And on today's video, we're going to talk about the response that Houstone Smooth put out there. I couldn't believe it, man. I don't know if you have seen this. We're going to talk about this. And we're going to talk about how some people are defending this individual, right? So before we continue with this video, do not forget to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. We got 7K, which I do highly appreciate it. Gracias. Thank you for the support. And let's talk about this individual because I don't know if you've seen his response that about that video, the video we dropped, because he was getting DMs and stuff like that about the video and stuff like that, and he got mad. He's butthurt. I mean, it's understandable. You know what I mean? It's understandable. But one thing I would like to tell you is that I'm not here making stuff up. I'm not describing you what happened. I'm just telling you the charges. Aggravated assault. Aggravated assault. And you know what kind of assault. With the S. Right? I'm not saying that he did something or how he did and stuff like that. I'm not saying that because on his response, he's basically saying that we are telling a story, right? We never tell a story. We show the proof. We told a story, this prison story, that I was like, come on, man, for reals? You know? But it is crazy how this individual minimized this act, right? By saying that he was 10. Now we're going to believe him. He's 10, right? Even though where I got the information, it said that he was 13. And that he was playing with a bunch of boys. It was not on one-on-one. It was with a bunch of boys, right? And they were playing whose piece was bigger. I just couldn't believe it, man. Honestly, at that point I was like, damn, this vatos minimizing the act like crazy, man. Like a motherfucker on some real stuff. How are you gonna minimize something like that? Trust me, doing that is not gonna be aggravated assault. That's not aggravated assault. Maybe assault, but aggravated assault. Well, unless I'm wrong, and Texas have a different type of law, right? Like, come on, dude, come on. That's a dumb excuse, you know. And it doesn't matter. Like he said, he has a family. He's a family person. It doesn't matter, man. We know chomos who have family, bro, and they still do what they do. I mean, I'm not gonna say that's what you do. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is that somebody came into YouTube telling their story as a gang member, right? Telling all these war stories, and then this individual has these charges. So in a way, like how he made it in prison, if he was pushing that, I mean, that gang, right? Now individuals came in the comment section and explained to me that they do check paperwork, because I didn't know. I couldn't speak about Texas. I don't know about the politics. I don't know how the prisons are run, and I'm not saying that, right? And people came on the comment section. They explained to me they do gonna check that, and maybe they're gonna give him a pass depending on how they see this individual, if he has heart or whatever. But it makes sense because people say that you have to either fight all the time or actually you have to give it up or whatever. So if he was fighting all the time, it makes sense that they're like, man, this ninja over here is putting some work, so we should recruit him. You know, he knows how to fight. Makes sense, right? But again, I'm not talking about Texas politics. I'm not even gonna talk about Texas politics because I don't know nothing about it. No, I care about that, you know. And it's crazy how individuals come in the comment sections on the other video and say, "Hey, man, what are you talking about Texas business? Stay in California business," you know. Like, dude, so you telling me that you are willing to protect Achomi instead, and just because he's from your state, does not make sense. I'm like, wow, like for reals. But let that be your kid. Watch, let that be your kid. Don't forget, 5 years old. Don't forget. Doesn't matter, bro. This individual, whatever he was doing, I don't even care. I don't even want to hear about it. The charges are there. That's it. I mean, there's no justification for that. There's no such thing as fucking we're playing here and then somebody fell and then my thing fucking landed on somebody's mouth and stuff like that. That's no justification, bro. No justification, bro. Simple as that, you know. And for people trying to defend that, which is not a lot of people, it was just a few, right? Trying to always push that. Why are you speaking on this individual? Because he's on the internet. Because he's on YouTube. It's free for all. I'm not even talking about politics in Texas. I'm just even on the video. I'm like, what's the politics? What's the get down in Texas prisons? You know, because it didn't make sense for this individual to actually talk about how he was getting down in prison, and then all of a sudden they sent this young white boy to his cell, and he was like, oh, straight like a predator, like, hey, what's up, man? Oh, you're in here for aggravated assault, aggravated assault, and trying to make him less when in reality he was equal as him because he had the same charges, right? Or he been busted for the same charges, so didn't make him better than this individual, right? It was the same thing. All we doing, putting that information, especially for individuals that come on the internet and want to talk a good one, right? Like, come on, man. Sometimes it's best to just stay quiet, do your thing. If he wants to be on the internet, be on the internet, push your music, stuff like that. But when people want to rap about doing this and that, and then all of a sudden when they found about their past, they get butthurt, like, come on. And in reality, man, everybody's entitled to follow or support whoever they want at the end of the day. But I do find it funny how people are willing to support a Chomi. You know, got SPM. Now we have this cat right here. And again, he said that people have brought up his past before and stuff like that, which I doubt it. I doubt it. You know, who's the one who had brought it before? I doubt it, man. Honestly, I doubt it. Until he came into YouTube, which was like this year, I believe. That's when stuff is about to come down, right? Once you start doing interviews and stuff like that, people start tripping on you, doing research on you and stuff like that, and stuff like this pop up, you know, and possibly could affect his career, which, man, it sucks. It sucks because if he says he has a family, it sucks, but some things come with consequences, you know, and it's sad because he was young at that age, you know. That does not make him, or possibly doesn't mean that he's a predator in a way, you know. Doesn't mean that he's still doing it. Maybe it was something that he was, I don't know. But I'm not even trying to speak on that, but I'm not saying that that's what he's doing right now. I doubt it. But again, I don't know. But anyways, it's just funny how people, this individual trying to justify it. There's no justification for that, bro. There's none of that stuff. And for individuals to speak on this and trying to be like, protect them and support them and stuff like that, it's like that's out of line for sure. Doesn't matter who sees this. It could be just a regular individual. They don't know that that's out of line, because at that point, just put it this way, man. Just imagine that kid was actually your son. Now, I bet you'll see it different, you know. And honestly, if you don't see a difference, shit, might as well fucking invite him and fucking SPM to your party and shit. You know, never know, bro. Honestly, just keeping it real, you know, because in reality, we have to understand that what's right is right and what's wrong is wrong. You know, there's no in between. There's no in between. There's no but if, but this, no. There's no in between, and it's sad, especially with that response that he put out there, super weak, straight up, man. And nobody is making stuff up. Ain't nobody saying that this individual did this and stuff like that. I'm not saying that. We just show the proof. That's what it was. Move on. Simple as that. So with this being said, we are out to next video. Muchas gracias. Salutes.